In the last video, we have seen how to set up the Spark in Eclipse and what are the prerequisites of it. So in this video, we are going to see concepts of RTD and operations like transformation in actions. So hi guys, my name is Anand Yadav and I welcome all of you to my channel Study Desk of Anand. So let's get started. So in this video we are going to see RDDs. So like what is RDDs? So RDD is a resilient distributed data set. So it's like the name itself indicate that a data element which are like distributed across node and it is resilient, which means whatever the data we have in RDDs that are split across the network, and if any failure occur then this can be recovered. So this is a general introduction about RDD, and this RDD is a core of Spark, and we can say it is a heart of Spark. Whatever the informations, actions, transformation, operation, anything that we can need to perform, all of them can be done with the help of this RDD. So this also we can say that in a simple word, this is the data structure of Spark. And RDD is immutable in nature, which means once the RDD is being created, it cannot be changed like a constant. So once the any operation is being created, so that another operation we wanted to perform, for that we need to build a new RDD. And it is fault tolerance in nature, which means if suppose due to some reason a failure happen, so RDD can recover from that failure. So how that recover we will see in the next. So this RDD can keep a track of all instructions like transformations and actions. So it store the like list of partitions and its compute function and list of dependency. So let me show you one graph. With this you can like understood how and what is RDD. So if we can see that whenever we read any data element is HDFS, so the data elements can be divided among partitions or across nodes in a block. So you can see that input data set is available at HDFS and it is stored on a block. So whenever we perform any transformations, so in that case a new RDD is being created, and that RDD is being like again have some list of partitions. In the partition actual data can be stored. So you can see that it has like a list of partitions. This is the first property of RDD, which so this information is stored under the RDD, that is list of partition. The second information which RDD has is a compute function. So in this graph you can see that text file is a transformation and it is one of the operations which we are performing over input data set. So this compute function is also stored on RDD, and the next information which store in the RDD is a list of dependency. Suppose if we are running text file is one of the RDD, so what are the dependency it has, like this partition P1, suppose this block is getting fail or due to some reason, network issue and other parameters. So this can be how we can recover this. So this the information we can get from the block 1. So this list of dependency is also stored in the RDD. So RDD can consist of all these informations. So whenever there is a failure happen, it can recover with the help of these three informations, and data is available for the computation later. Now next we are going to see some transformation and actions. So these are the operation in Apache Spark. So let's see one by one. So transformation is an operation that are perform some computation functions and it produces new RDD. So for example, whenever we are going to do any kind of transformation, for example whether it will be map, flat map or filter or union, anything. So there will be new RDD is being created. So suppose if RDD R1 have some data and we wanted to do some filter operation on top of R1, then after applying this transformation there will be new RDD created, and that we say as a R2. So after applying such operations of filter, the output it reduces after filter, that output is available in R2 RDD. But this computation or computation execution is not happen frequently. So this transformation is lazy in nature, which means if suppose there are 4 transformation, so the Spark will not execute all of them one after another. So it will wait until or unless there is action encounter. So once there is an action encounter, so it will execute all 4 of the transformation at once and it will perform the computations. And all this information is stored under the lineage graph. So lineage graph will maintain all the RDD's informations. Now last operation that we are going to see in this video tutorial is a action. So action is an operation in Apache Spark where our actual execution happens. So whenever a Spark job is getting executed, so it is executed only when there is an action. So actions are like something called reduce, count, take, collect. So when this kind of operation is encountered during the execution, then actual execution happen in the Spark. And once this execution is being done, so it will return the result either to driver or some external storage. So this is how like operation works in the Apache Spark. So we have not seen the Apache Spark architecture, so things will be like not clear as of now. We are going to have some separate video on Apache Spark architecture. So this is video we have created just because we are going to use this transformation and RDD in some hands-on. So that like high level idea you should have when we are going to do some actual work. So I hope guys you have understood this RDD transformation and actions in Apache Spark. If you have any queries, do let me know by your comment. Till then, take care of yourself, stay tuned and happy learning.